God never ceases to amaze me. He's talking about the 3 days of darkness. He woke me up at 4 a.m. this morning and gave me more revelation, and just blows my mind. Okay, so he brought it to my attention that March 25th, which is a blood moon, it's a blood moon on the 25th of March coming up. That date is also Purim. That date is also exactly 4 weeks before Passover. Now, understand that Passover is the 10th and final plague of Egypt, okay? And what the Lord revealed to me and brought to my attention, that in the Midrash, it's written that these plagues were 4 weeks apart. So Moses would go to Pharaoh and warn him 1 week. 3 weeks later would be the plague. And so the plagues were spaced out from 4 weeks. If this is true, what's been written, then this further confirms that March 25th, 4 weeks from Passover, is the exact date of the 3 days of darkness. I cannot make this stuff up, and I am not looking for any of this information, you guys. I'm not searching out. Everything that I speak on is stuff that God brings to me. He lays it in my lap, and I am compelled by the Spirit of God to share it, because I know He wants me to speak it to His people so His people can know. Okay? It says that the Lord does nothing without first relaying it to His prophets, because that is the mercy and the goodness of God, that He warns first of what He's doing. So March 25th is going to be Purim. It's 4 weeks from Passover, which means it is the 9th plague, which means it's the 3 days of darkness date. Purim, they celebrated their victory over the decree of imminent death and destruction. We have the blood moon. The Lord says that He will show forth signs in the sun, moon, and stars. Okay? And so then we have Passover 4 weeks from that point. We also, as I talked about it on my previous video, that we have Good Friday within the next 2 weeks from March 25th. 2 weeks from that date is the solar eclipse. So we've got a lunar eclipse March 25th. Then 2 weeks later, a solar eclipse on March 8th. Now, listen to this. April 8th. Listen to this. April 8th. Now, this information the Lord showed me, revealed to me through Jonathan Kahn. He has a whole teaching on it, incredible teaching, and he breaks it all down. You can go search that out for yourself, the actual birth date of Jesus. But March 8th is the final day of the Hebrew year. March 8th is when we will have this the solar eclipse. March 9th is the first of Nisan, which is the first of the year, which is said to be, according to the calculations that Jonathan Kahn talks about, is Jesus' birthday, April 9th. Okay, so this is a huge biblical prophetic proportion. God is speaking loud and clear through the sun, moon, and the stars. This is no coincidence that within these 4 weeks, we've got these major prophetic markers. March 25th, Purim, blood moon. April 8th, solar eclipse, final day of the year. The next day's the first of the year, Jesus' birthday. 2 weeks from that, Passover, coming out of Egypt. God is about to move. So He's about to move. And we see in part, so I can't tell you detail for detail. All I'm called to do, all God has asked me to do, is share with you what He's sharing with me. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? And this is what He's shown me. And again, we've got Good Friday. After March 25th, the lunar eclipse, that Friday we have Good Friday. Okay? Where the Lord was crucified, according to our Gregorian calendar. Then we have the Easter, Resurrection Sunday, according to our Gregorian calendar, okay? And God honors all the different calendars, okay? Because He is merciful and He's good like that, and He will speak to all humanity through the different systems that they have, and time zones and calendars, and he will speak through all of them and honor all of them so that he can speak to all humanity and none will be without excuse. Okay, so we've got so much going on. It's incredible. It is incredible. I am blown away by what God is showing me. And again, I don't go looking for this stuff, you guys. I do not go looking for this stuff. Like, this stuff just pops in my lap and I'm blown away, and then I have to go seek, ask, knock, because God will show me something small. Like he showed me that we're gonna have a lunar eclipse, and because I saw that, I went and started digging. Also, on March 25th, there is Ezekiel 32 prophecy. So the Lord and I will come on another video to release the word of the Lord, because the Lord has told me I need to decree. This prophecy goes with the March 25th lunar eclipse, the blood moon. And this prophecy is about Egypt, okay? Also has to do with that Passover. It is about Egypt. It is about judgment on Egypt. God is about to bring judgment, a mighty judgment in the land against the enemies of God, against the enemies of God's people. So I will be on here again to talk about the prophecy that is connected to March 25th lunar eclipse, connected to the 3 days of darkness that the Lord has showed me is connected to March 25th. Am I saying that that will be when, am I saying the grid will go down that day? I don't know. If it does, I mean, I won't be surprised. I don't know. I can only tell you what God tells me we see in part, but be prepared. Anoint your homes. Have extra food, extra water. Have faith that God is going to supply your needs. Have faith that He will. There was still light in the houses of the Israelites, even though all of Egypt was darkness. Okay, so God's going to move. I don't doubt that He's going to move with signs and wonders, but anoint your home and be prepared. Don't be caught off guard.